Turkey, more than just a Thanksgiving bird, written by John Oliver. Alright, gather round history buffs and kebab enthusiasts. We're diving into the wild ride that is Turkish history. Think empires rising and falling, ancient cities, and enough cultural influence to make your head spin. Buckle up because this is gonna be epic. Older than your grandma's secret cookie recipe, Prehistoric Turkey. Let's rewind way back to a time before Instagram influencers and instant coffee. We're talking Prehistoric Turkey, folks. This place has been inhabited since the Stone Age, and they weren't just hanging out in caves. Check out Göbekli Tepe, a site with temples that are seriously old, like older than the pyramids old. This is where humans were first figuring out agriculture and religion, basically inventing brunch as we know it. Empires and eagles, Hittites, Greeks, and the dawn of civilization. Fast forward a few millennia and Turkey is the hottest spot in town. We're talking empires like the Hittites, who were rocking iron chariots while everyone else was still messing around with bronze. Then came those philosophy-loving Greeks, setting up shop on the coast and laying the groundwork for democracy, and toga parties probably. This was the era of epic battles, legendary heroes, and enough drama to fuel a reality TV show for centuries. From Romans to Byzantines, togas, chariots, and early bird specials. Turkey's history is a rich tapestry woven with the threads of many great civilizations, each leaving an indelible mark on the land and its people. Next up, the Romans rolled in with their togas and their aqueducts, conquering everything in sight and turning Turkey into a major hub of their empire. The Romans were master builders and engineers, and their influence can still be seen today in the ruins scattered across the Turkish landscape. From the grand amphitheaters that once echoed with the cheers of thousands, to the intricate aqueducts that brought fresh water to cities, the Romans left an architectural legacy that has stood the test of time. But even empires crumble, especially if you don't update your infrastructure. And the Romans split, leaving the eastern half to become the Byzantine Empire. The Byzantines, inheritors of Roman traditions, took the reins and continued to shape the region. They built upon the foundations laid by their predecessors, creating a unique blend of Roman and Eastern influences that defined their empire. They ruled from Constantinople, a city so fabulous it made even the Romans jealous. Constantinople, now known as Istanbul, was the jewel of the Byzantine Empire. Its strategic location made it a bustling hub of trade and culture, attracting people from all corners of the world. The city's skyline was dominated by magnificent structures, including the awe-inspiring Hagia Sophia, a testament to Byzantine architectural prowess. Think opulent palaces, glittering mosaics, and enough intrigue to make Game of Thrones look like a children's book. The Byzantine court was a place of splendor and sophistication, where art and culture flourished. The walls of their palaces were adorned with intricate mosaics that shimmered in the light, depicting scenes of religious and imperial grandeur. The Byzantines were not just warriors and rulers, they were patrons of the arts, leaving behind a legacy of beauty and elegance that continues to captivate the imagination. The Ottoman Empire. They didn't just have a great rug sale. By the 13th century, a new power was on the rise, the Ottomans. These guys were serious about expansion, conquering Constantinople and turning it into Istanbul, the heart of their empire. For over 600 years, the Ottomans ruled over a vast territory, from North Africa to the Middle East. They weren't just about conquest, though. They were patrons of the arts, architecture, and yes, even coffee. Out with the Fez, in with the Republic, Turkey gets a makeover. But empires like your old smartphone eventually become obsolete. After World War I, the Ottoman Empire was kaput. Enter Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, a revolutionary leader with a vision for a modern, secular Turkey. He ditched the Fez, gave women the right to vote, and basically hit the reset button on Turkish society. It was a radical transformation, like swapping out your old flip phone for the latest iPhone. Ataturk, the OG influencer of modern Turkey. Ataturk wasn't just about breaking with the past, he was all about building a new future for Turkey. He envisioned a country that could stand on its own, free from the shackles of the Ottoman Empire. His vision was clear, a modern, secular, and progressive nation. To achieve this, he knew that radical changes were necessary. He implemented sweeping reforms in education, law, and even the alphabet, transforming the very fabric of Turkish society. Education was one of his top priorities. He believed that an educated populace was the cornerstone of a strong nation. Schools were built, and new curricula were introduced to foster critical thinking and innovation. One of his most notable reforms was replacing the Arabic script with a Latin one, easier to text with, obviously. This wasn't just a change in writing, it was a shift in identity. By adopting the Latin script, Turkey aligned itself more closely with the West, opening doors to new ideas and technologies. He believed in progress, science, and the power of a good education. Ataturk was a firm believer that science and rational thought were essential for the nation's advancement. He encouraged scientific research and technological development, laying the groundwork for a more enlightened society. Think of him as the original Turkish influencer, but his influence went far beyond social media trends. He was a visionary leader who reshaped an entire nation. His speeches and writings inspired millions, and his policies laid the foundation for modern Turkey. Instead of promoting skincare products, he was promoting a whole new way of life. His reforms touched every aspect of Turkish society, from the way people dressed to the way they thought about their place in the world. Ataturk's legacy is a testament to the power of visionary leadership and the enduring impact of bold, transformative ideas. Turkey today, kebab, cats, and geopolitical juggling. So where does that leave Turkey today? It's a nation that finds itself at the crossroads of history and modernity, tradition and innovation. Well, it's a country straddling two continents, a bridge between East and West, literally thanks to the Bosphorus Strait. This unique geographical position has made Turkey a melting pot of cultures, ideas, and influences from both Europe and Asia. It's a place where ancient history collides with modern life, where the echoes of empires past can still be felt in the bustling streets and towering skyscrapers, where you can sip Turkish coffee in the shadow of a Roman aqueduct, feeling the weight of centuries of history as you enjoy a moment of tranquility. Or grab a doner kebab after visiting a mosque, blending the flavors of the past with the vibrancy of the present. It's a country grappling with its identity, constantly negotiating its place between tradition and modernity, East and West. Its role in the region, as it navigates complex geopolitical landscapes and strives to assert its influence on the global stage, and its place in the world, balancing its rich cultural heritage with the demands of a rapidly changing global environment. But one thing's for sure, it's never boring. From its vibrant nightlife to its bustling markets and lively celebrations, Turkey is a country that pulses with energy and life, always ready to surprise and inspire.